On today's Surfer Talk, we will be joined by Jools, who is transgender. Now, Jools isn't a woman trapped in a man's body. Jools is both male and female. He isn't a drag queen who likes to dress up as a woman. He mentally lives his life one day as a male and one day being a female. Today, Jools talks about his emotional journey of how and when he knew he was both male and female, and the life-threatening obstacles he faced to be accepted in today's society.
Welcome to Ammie and Jen's Surfer Talk.
And today we'll be talking to Jools about his transgender story. Hi Jools, thank you for being on the show today.
Welcome.
So we're going to jump straight into it. You're a boy and you're also a girl.
Yes.
Right, so you haven't had the operation, you haven't had the change.
No.
Right, so why not?
There's different aspects to the spectrum.
Right.
Some people want to have the operation, some people don't. Some people are happy with the balance. But it's just not the way I see my path going.
Right, so one day you do want to be a man, and then one day you wake up and you do want to be a woman?
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. Some people, though, they permanently feel that they want to be female.
Yes, so it's not like you're a female in a man's body, and that's how you feel since you were a child.
Yeah, it can be. It depends really. It depends how you feel. Sometimes it does feel different. In sort of, I guess, for the early parts of my life, I did struggle with it, with the balance. But it's about accepting the fact that I am who I am, and that I'm probably different to a good chunk of the male population.
So when you are a female, what's your female name?
Amber.
Amber, why Amber?
It's halfway between red and green in the traffic lights.
Right.
So very much a stop-start existence, and then it's about finding the middle ground.
Have you had any difficulties with when you tell people that you dress as a woman or anything? Have people said anything nasty, any nasty comments, or are people really supportive?
I used to be petrified
Really?
of people knowing. Yeah, it's a huge. Certainly in the last 20 years, it's become easier accepting the fact that things are different. In terms of people being bad about it, I used to be. I was petrified that people would think bad of me. But now my thing is, if they've got a problem with it, it's their problem. It's not mine.
Yeah, that's the way we.
I suppose it's like letting someone know a huge part of who you are.
It is.
Quite,
Yeah,
raw.
it's the same as somebody coming out if they're gay. It's along those lines, not quite the shock sometimes that brings, but yeah, it's just about accepting the fact that I am me, regardless of whether I am presented as male or presented as female.
How did you know? How did you physically know I'm a female but I'm also a male? When did that come around?
I don't know. I can't really put a specific date on it. Certainly,
Was you in your teens?
probably not even that old.
How old was you?
Maybe 8, 9.
Really?
Mm.
Did you not question it? Did you ask your mum if these were normal or?
No, it's not the sort of thing that I would have ever approached my mum about at that time.
So what did you do? Did you feel like you was on your own?
Yeah, it's obviously pre-internet days, and a lot of people struggled at that time. You're talking 30 years ago. So it's a case of you think you're the only one,
Yeah.
but it turns out that actually you're not.
There's so many more.
There are, and it's becoming a bigger awareness, it's a huge awareness, especially with the events of the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So it's a case of just accepting and just getting on with it, really.
Right.
Would you say you're bisexual?
No,
No.
perfectly straight.
So you're, an easy way to put this would be you're a straight man,
Mm.
but lesbian female.
That would be a fair way of putting it, yeah.
Right.
Not
Right.
attracted to me.
Not in the slightest. Not when you're Amber.
No.
Do men come on to you?
It has been known,
Yeah.
and that they're politely told, no, thanks, but no thanks. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how I am, who I am, and with
And you have a partner,
I do.
girlfriend?
Yeah, we've been together a couple of years now. And we've known each other for years. We've known each other for about 5 years, and she's always known. I'm completely upfront if somebody can't accept it from day one, then that's an issue. It's about compromise, and that's not doesn't work. Some people hide it from their partners and hide it for 50 years.
I know, I can't remember what to do with that.
It's tough. It's tough. Yeah. There are people out there that they get a weekend of escape, whereas it's a bit different for me. That used to be my situation, but not anymore.
Right, so she's been really supportive since day one then?
Very supportive. Yeah, we met at a transgender event, and we've been friends ever since.
Is she transgender herself, or is she just
She's
female?
what we know as fab, female at birth.
I like that. So, what about your parents then? Was it hard to tell them?
My father never knew. My father died in 2008, and he never knew. I'm not sure I could have told him. I think it would have been tough for him. Within the 12 months after that, I told my mum, and she had no idea. She was very supportive, very supportive.
So she wasn't suspicious if you was trying on dresses or shoes?
She had no idea
Wow.
at all.
How did you hide it from?
You just do. You learn to cope when you're younger. But yeah, she had no inkling. It was a big shock.
Was your father's death some kind of like revelation that maybe I should tell her?
Yeah, I think it was just the fact that I was a bit more comfortable within my own skin. I was obviously having to be now the grown-up male in the family. So
The alpha male.
yeah, I mean, I've never really been alpha male. if I'm honest. But no, telling mum was a big step. I did it in Ireland. It was actually New Year's Eve, 2008. I took her to a pub and told her. And I'm like, this could go well, or this could not go well. And thankfully it went well.
Did you have a pint of Guinness just to like make you feel better?
I did. I probably had a whiskey chaser as well. But no, mum's reaction was okay. That's fine. And that was it. That was the whole conversation. And then the following Christmas, she bought Jools a present and Amber a present. So yeah, it was
That's so nice.
acceptance, and it was just a relief that she knew. Like I said, Dad, I'm not sure Dad would have coped very well with it. He was a very quiet man, but the exact opposite of me. But yeah, I'm not sure how he would have reacted.
Do you think it was just the way in them days when they were growing up? It
Yeah.
wasn't really discussed or...
Yeah,
It was different back then to how it is now. It's more accepted now, isn't it?
yeah, generationally, it's certainly changed.
Mm.
I'm not sure I would have done this 10, 20 years ago. As it was different, certainly different then.
So you're a foster carer.
I
right?
used to be.
Used to be. Did you tell the children that you was caring for?
They
never knew.
Never knew. The people I work for, they never knew either. But eventually, in adulthood, one of the children, my now ex-wife, told her, and she was like, "Okay, that's a bit of confusion to start with.
Mm.
That's Dad, and not all the time." But yeah, it's something that she now accepts. No, I don't force it on her or anything like that. But we have discussions about clothes and stuff like that.
Has she seen you dressed as Amber?
No.
Do you not want her to ever see you dressed as Amber?
That's a tough one. Probably not.
Oh.
But I don't know, just because
You want her to see you as your dad?
Yeah, she still calls me Dad. So, it might be a case that could change the relationship between us. But we'll see.
You never know, it might not. I mean, she might. I'd love to have a dad who could do
Talk
my
to-
hair and
yeah.
talk to about clothes.
Yeah, I mean,
It might shock you,
it might do. Yeah, I mean, I've got friends who have got children and have brought their children to know about both sides of Dad, if you like, which is refreshing. It doesn't always happen. But yeah, I've got friends who are in that situation.
Right, so you've brought your wig and shoes today.
I have, yes.
Right, so can we see a little bit of Amber?
You can.
So,
So,
she's
reach
good
out.
looking.
so we have my Dorothy shoes.
Dorothy, yeah.
Yes. Quite a small heel for me. So you can always tell I always walk heavier on one than the other.
So what's a normal heel, well, a good heel for you?
That's not a bad one.
I'd probably still struggle.
Yeah, I would.
They range. My
Thin
heels range before between the couple of inches and then the biggest about 5s.
Would never be able to wear 5 inches.
My ankles would just snap.
Especially if they're that thin.
Mm. They always say that the pressure on one of these is as much as an elephant in terms of distribution. So there you go.
Oh, I didn't know that. And that's...
So if you stand on a man's foot with one of these, then there's a fair chance if you stamp it on the heel, they go through.
Oh,
Ooh. Can I just have a look?
Yeah.
Are these from New Look?
They are from New
They have rather pretty.
do you get any strange looks if you're buying things as a male when you go shopping for female things?
Did you buy these when you were Amber or when you were Jools?
When I was Jools.
You were Jools, right?
Well, I did go shopping with Amber as well.
We've got like little jelly things in
The
it.
how, it's painful. men know walking in heels is difficult and painful. When you say strange, what do you mean from people?
From like the person behind the desk.
The nice thing now is they don't care where the money comes from. They are all struggling with the financial crisis. So all they're interested in is getting your money.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier. It's also about a confidence thing as well. Okay.
It's beautiful.
Size 9.
Get my foot in there as well.
It's very lovely. I don't even, it's like hurting my foot, I've only got one on. Oh, I can feel it. It's just a, wow.
You're not even over there.
I know, but still, I can feel the pressure.
But yeah, in terms of where the money comes from, it's got easier as shops now do bigger sizes. You know, there used to be shops that catered for larger size feet, but they would charge the earth for a pair of boots. 100, 200 quid. But they go up to about size 15.
Wow.
So the disappointing thing for me is I'm size 9, which means that I miss out on all the best shoes.
You think?
Because women's shoes go from a 3 to an 8. Generally.
Do
9s
they?
are rare.
That's what I see. I actually know I work in a shop and I don't think there was any size 9. I think it was a size 8.
Yeah, generally they stop at 8.
Yeah, I don't think you don't really see many.
Yeah, not many size 9s.
So yeah, it becomes expensive. And running 2 wardrobes is expensive. Having male and female. But no, like I say, companies don't care now. And they shouldn't care.
No.
You know, my pound in my pocket is as good as, or a pound in my purse is as good as anybody else's.
So, would you prefer shopping for Jools or Amber?
That's a tough one. I enjoy shopping, full stop.
You have to pick one. You've got to pick one. Amber or Jools. It was
Prob-
most fun.
Probably Amber, because to buy for a guy is t-shirts, jumpers,
Just picking
and a pair of jeans
Yeah.
or a pair of trainers.
Be a bit more creative with the girl, can't you?
There's lots of different combinations and looks. Whereas if for example, if you're going out, generally if you're going out as a guy, it's depends what sort of function it is, I guess. But it was shirt and trousers, t-shirt and jeans, end off.
Yeah.
Whereas for a woman to go out, well, sky's the limit.
I know, it's like 6 hours to get ready, go do your hair, makeup, find a perfect dress, shoes.
6 hours.
Well, yeah,
Not
that's
6
quite a
hours,
bit.
yeah, I think
I'd
I'm
say
exaggerating.
To go from this
Yeah, what is it, how long is the transformation?
to going out is about an hour.
An hour?
Mm.
That's not too bad.
Depends on what you're wearing.
I suppose if you've already styled your wig.
Yeah, the wig. This is actually I've just realised this is my second wig. This is sort of in terms of preference, but
Are you going to pop her on?
no, that's
You're not gonna show us Amber?
no. Well, I might show you Amber one day, but no, with everything else, this is
Oh,
always
can you not, does it
The
not
last
complete?
thing.
it's always the crowning glory. So, yeah, eBay is a great source of wigs
That's where you got that
for a
from.
tenner.
Oh, are you a brunette female?
Yes,
Yeah, no.
blonde does not work. It's through skin tone,
Yeah.
and it doesn't work. Tried it. I used to be blonde as well. I used to bleach my hair when I had hair.
Do you?
Mm.
But did you used to have long hair? Or?
I had shoulder length blonde hair about 15 years ago.
How come you got rid of it?
It's thinning a little. So you go and have your hair done, as you do, and you'd see the roots in 2 or 3 days.
Right.
So it just got buzzed off.
Oh, that's a shame.
Do you miss it?
Hair, look, yes.
Or is it easier
Short
just to
one.
put your wigs on now? Short hair?
Possibilities are endless.
Mhm.
You can't buy as many as you want. So, but yeah, it was hard work. It cost a fortune as well to keep on top of it.
Not on top of your hair, your real
Yeah.
The
hair.
blonde hair.
Yeah, so it was about,
What, did you bleach it or?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad for your hair though,
Mm.
isn't it?
I used to go to the hairdressers and I'd like my hair done, please, and I'd walk out 30 quid later.
Wow. Did they ever like say anything? Like, never question like, oh, I'm getting this done for? Or...
No, never questioned it.
So was that when you was you Amber then, or was you still Jools when you had that hair?
There was elements of both.
Did you feel? I was just like felt more like Amber with the hair constantly, always having that hair.
Yeah, it was a different look. It was nice to look different to how you know me now and how I was then. I guess I went through a bit of an identity crisis at the time. I was in a relationship and I wouldn't say things were going well, but things were not as they should be.
Mm-hmm.
And then having to deal with Amber and all that sort of what goes with that. It was a bit of a roller coaster. My partner at the time, she would accept and then she wouldn't accept and then she'd accept and then she wouldn't accept. So it was a huge roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it did take me to the brink
Wow.
in a very, very scary way, as in A&E on a Friday night sort of way.
Mm.
That's very scary.
What, it got that bad? Why were you in A&E? If you don't mind asking.
Unfortunately, that was at that point that I took pills and washed it down a very girly way with the bottom of Malibu.
Okay, sorry. That was brilliant, that.
So, but yeah, it got to that
So
point.
you tried to kill yourself, basically.
Mm.
What did your mum say when she found out?
She never knew. And she passed away last year, so she will never know. But it was very scary time.
When was that? In the 90s?
That was 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, things just...
You was that low?
And I can honestly say that I now understand why people do it.
Really?
And I've never been that low again. But yeah, it was a case that I thought there was no future.
Why? Because of your partner or because of who you was?
A combination of everything. Everything that was going on in my life and just thought, better off.
What do you think of these helplines now then for people like who feel?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, the more help that people can access, the better.
Mm-hmm.
The internet's been a great. It's on a double-edged sword. Sometimes it can be that it's great help, but obviously there's a lot of misinformation out there as well. So, good quality help is always good.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So your partner, the one that you was with at the time, what did she say about you doing that?
About Amber, or
About you taking pills?
never really discussed afterwards.
Why did you just want to forget it completely? Did you get any help?
No.
So how did you get on with that?
I guess when you sort of stare at the abyss, you realise that actually you have got things to live for, and yeah, you sort of take stock and think things need to change for the better, and they have.
You took steps to get yourself back on.
Yeah, just trying to look at what's out there, you know, in terms of making a difference in life. So by doing that, then it was a case of making the changes, you know, just trying to, you know, when my time comes, that I can look back and think, actually, I've not done bad.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't thinking about it all, and to come out at a young age as well, knowing,
Yeah.
and after everything you've been through, you're still standing here now. I think that's really, something.
Mental health.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, you're welcome. You're very welcome. So I just got like a few more questions. What type of girl are you? Are you a sassy girl, a tomboy? What type of girl do you think he is? I think
I
you're a
don't
sassy
even know what
one.
type of girl I am.
I
So-
think you're really like
Quite quiet.
a quiet girl.
Yeah. I used to be very shy. And coming to this industry, that's not the right sort of thing. It depends where I am. All you want to do is really blend. Sometimes you just want to blend into the background. So it depends where you are. But tomboy, no, never been a tomboy.
So you always like file your nails. I see.
Yeah, I can't see being a tomboy.
I have a manicure every week. My manicure was actually last night. So Maria, she sits and does my manicure every week.
What like do you do face masks and everything to make
Yeah,
sure?
we've been known to do that. So we were going on the train to Manchester last summer, and we sat on a table side by side with the guy sat opposite us, and she was doing my nails on the train, and the train was packed.
Did you get any funny looks?
Yeah, the guy opposite he couldn't quite work out what was going on. But
It's not his business, is it?
well, no. If you'd have asked, you'd have probably done this as well.
Mm.
But no, I used to be a biter. I used to be a nail biter.
Me too.
I
I
am
used to be.
I was challenged to stop, and they are really, really tough now. So I'm quite proud of them. And whenever I break one, as I did with my thumb on Monday, I was gutted.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
broken.
yeah.
World stops for
So
sure.
it properly. So, but yeah, it's just nice. It's something like I say, it's just nice. Bit of quality time and doing my nails.
Mhm.
Do you try to steal Maria's clothes?
No.
Would you try?
Would she let you?
Would she let you?
If we were the same size, I probably would. I've been sort of off the diet for a while, so I need to get back on it. But we would probably share, but I wouldn't.
I just want them back. Would you just take them? So
Yeah.
what's happened?
This is my closet
It's a
now.
ghost. Yeah, it's mine now.
But yeah, I mean, I've got a fair size wardrobe.
By first size.
Double your Jools wardrobe.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I've got 25 pairs of jeans
I don't think I have that.
as a girl,
Let's go.
and I've got boy jeans as well, in various colours, various styles, various sizes. To be fair,
What is Amber's style? Does she have a specific style?
again, depends where she is.
Right. So what's your favourite to do? You like dressing up really, really girly with the heels and everything all the time, or?
If I'm going out, then yeah, of course you do. It's the same as if you were going clubbing. You'd want to
Yeah.
look, you want to look.
Decent.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to let alpha male come in too much. But you'd want to look good. You'd want to impress.
Yeah.
Even if just for yourself.
Mhm.
So yeah, so that can be a look, but then quite happy in a pair of jeans and a top.
What for casual?
Yeah, yeah,
Just like any other girl.
absolutely.
You got anything you'd like to say, Jules, like to anybody who does want to come out as transgender or gay, or any advice for anybody like that?
Yeah, key thing is not to be afraid. You're not alone. There are people around the world that are in the same boat. There's some high profile transgender sort of coming out, if you like, over the last year or so. So don't be afraid. Why be ashamed? Just think, this is who I am. And if you feel like it, tough.
Right, well, thank you for being on the show today, Jules.
thank
It's
you.
been an absolute pleasure. It's been fascinating to find out about your life as well. How different it is, 'cause you don't normally see people like that who are like so happy to own up to it as well, so it's just nice to see.
The thing is, like I say, a few years ago I'd been petrified, I don't really know. But at the end of the day, when I walk in one day and I'll probably still have my nails painted and I've got big dangly earrings. If you didn't know, I'd be like, why is Jools wearing that? Why is Jools wearing his nails painted? So if you just open about it from day one, that's fine.
You just get used to it as well, don't you? I mean, once you know.
Yeah.
You just like, it becomes the norm. You'll never be like,
And
I
the
think
only
you will.
opinions that matter are the people that are close to you. And who
Absolutely.
are
Oh, you're
accepting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thank you for being on here today. Well, thank you for watching the show today, guys. If you have a story similar to Jools, just email us and we will get in touch with you, or you can follow us on Twitter as well. Thanks for watching.
Bye.